let's go to page 428 and let's go to number 1. Okay, this one here says plot each set of complex number in a complex plane. Okay, so this one you just go and sketch. So this is the real number and this is imaginary number. So number 1, the A is 4 plus 5i. So 4, 5. So that's point A. And point B is negative 3, 4. So that's B, right? Negative 3, 4. And C is negative 3i. So that's point C. Okay, so that's number 1. Let's go to number 3. Okay, number 3. So do the same thing. Okay, so A is 4 plus I. So base means 4, 1. So that's A. B is negative 2, 3. And C is negative 4. Okay, let's go to number 5. Okay, number 5, this one you want to use the polar graph. Okay, number 5, the A is the magnitude is 8 and the degree is pi over 4. So you go pi over 4, that's a 45 degrees and it's 8. So it's going to be right over here. So that's point A. B is 6 and it's pi over 2. So you go pi over 2 and 6 is right over here. C is 3 and it's pi over 6. So pi over 6 and the length is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's go to number 7. Okay. Point A is 270 degrees and the magnitude is 5. So that's point A. Okay, so 270 degrees and it's 5. Point B is 60 degrees. It's over here and it's 4. So that's B. And C is 150 degrees and the length is 8. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 9. Okay, number 9. You want to change this into polar form. Okay, so 9, let's do 9a. 9a equals square root 3 minus I. So what you do is go and sketch out. So you got square root 3 negative 1. So that's what you have. Okay, so square root 3 negative I. So from here that's your 30-60 spatial triangle. So this is 2. And this is going to be your 30 degrees. Okay, and so they want you to be, so this will be a negative 30 degrees. So the length is 2 and the degree, okay, so this is your alpha, but the theta, so in this case alpha is 30 but theta equal to negative 30. Okay, so you've got to know the difference between the two. So E will be negative 30 degrees I. Okay, let's go to 9b. 9b is negative 2 plus 2i. Again, you sketch it out, so you got negative 2 plus 2. So negative 2, positive 2. So from here, this is going to be 2 squared root of 2. So that's the length. And the angle will be 135 degrees. So 135 degrees I. Okay. Okay, let's go to 9C. You have 6 minus 5I. So 6 minus 5. So this one is not going to be a nice number, so you got to use your so you have to use a decimal, so 2 decimal places. Okay, so from here use your Pythagorean theorem. So 36 plus 25 equals 61 square root. So this is going to be 7.81. Okay, and now this angle here, the theta, okay, what you do is use a tangent, right? So tangent theta equal to negative 5 over 6. So negative 5 divided by 6, and you take the second function. And you go second tangent. So theta equal to negative 39.8 degrees. Actually 8.1. They want 2 decimal places. So once you get these 2 information, then you can write your answer. So it's going to be 7.81 e to the negative 39.81 degree I. Okay. Okay. Let's go to number 11. Okay, 11a, you have negative 1 plus square root of 3i. So you can sketch out. So you got negative 1 square root of 3. Okay. So when you draw your triangle, I try to be more accurate. What you do, just draw to any length, and then if this is long, if this is bigger, you just make this longer than that. If it's smaller, you make it shorter. Okay. And so this would be 2. So this would be 2, and again, this is going to be 60 degrees, so this would be 120 degrees. So it would be e to the 120 degrees I. Okay. 11b, you have negative 3i. So negative 3 is right over here. So this would be 3 e to the, now you got to watch the boundary, right? They want you to, you don't want to use 270. So this would be negative 90 degree I. So you can watch the boundary. It is between negative 180 and positive 180. Okay, let's go to 11c. You have negative 7 minus 4i. So you're going to get negative 7, negative 4. Right, you can just draw any length, and you know that this number is smaller than that, so you make this shorter than that. Okay, so it'll be negative 7, negative 4. So get your calculator, use your Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so this is going to be 8.06, and tangent theta equal to negative 4 over negative 7. Okay, so 4 divided by 7 equal second tangent. Now, what happened is you got the theta equal to 29.74. Okay, now that angle is that when you use calculate, it will give you the first quadrant over here. So that's what you're getting. Okay, now to get this angle, you just have to go this way. So you have to minus 180, right? When you're going backward, you have to minus. So to get this angle, okay. Now you can, if you plus 180, you get this angle, but it's outside the boundary, so you cannot do that. So you have to use minus. So minus 180. So you got theta equal to negative 150.26 degrees. Okay. So now you have these 2 information. Then you can write 8.06 e to the negative 150.26 degree I. Okay, let's go to 13. 13a. So 13a, now you have to go the other way now. Okay, you got 2 e to the 30 degree I. So from here, what you do is you go 30 degrees, right? Do the degree first. And then the length, the hypotenuse is 2. So from this picture, you can see that this is 1 and this is square root of 3. Okay? And so this is going to be equal to square root of 3 plus I. Right? Square root of 3 plus 1. Right? Because this is imaginary, this is real. Right? And that's it for 13a. Now let's go to 13b. 13b, you have square root of 2 e to the negative 3 pi over 4 I. So negative 3 pi over 4 is going this way, so it's right over here. Okay, so so it's 45 degree angle right over here. And this is equal to square root of 2. So from here you can see that this is 1, 1, and b, negative, negative. So you're going to get negative 1 minus I. Okay, so negative 1 minus I. Okay, let's go to 13c. 13c, you have 5.71 e to the negative 0.48 I. Okay, now you have to be careful. This is a radian. Okay, so this is radian. So you have to locate that. Okay. So if you're not sure, what you do is you can convert that into one radian is about 60 degrees. So half a radian is about 30 degrees. So this is about negative 30, around somewhere over here. Okay. And this is 571. So here's your x, well here's your a and here's your b, right? The real and imaginary. So here's your negative 0.48 radian, or the x. So you can do it. So x equal to r cosine theta. Okay. So the x is going to be equal to 5.71 cosine of negative 0.48 radian. So when you use calculator, you got to make sure it's in radian mode. Okay, make sure it's in radian mode. So 0.48 negative radian, take cosine of that, times 5.71. So the x will equal to 5.06. Okay. Now for the y, to figure out the y, so the y would be r sine theta. So y equal to 5.71 sine of negative 0.48 radian. Okay. So you can make sure it's in radian mode. So 0.48 negative, take the sine of that, times by 5.71. Okay, so y equal to negative 2.64. Okay, so you have to make sure they match. See, this is positive, this is negative, right? So you have to match. So once you find your x and the y, that's the real and imaginary. So this is going to be equal to 5.06 minus 2.64 I. Okay. Okay, let's go to 15. Now 15a, you have square root of 3 e to the negative pi over 2 I. So you have to sketch it out. So negative pi over 2 is over here, and the radius or the length is square root of 3. So by looking at this picture, this is going to be equal to the real pi is 0, so it will be just negative square root of 3 I. Right? So the horizontal is 0. Okay, let's go to 15b. You have square root of 2 e to the 135 degree I. So 135 degrees is right over here. And the radius or the hypotenuse is square root of 2. So from here you can see this is 1, 1, and the sign is negative. Okay, so this is going to be negative 1 plus 1i. Okay, let's go to 15c. Yeah, 6.83 e to the negative 108 0.82 degree I. So negative 108 is about right over here, and the hypotenuse is 6.83. Okay. Okay. So again, you got x equal to r cosine theta, y equal to r sine theta. Now earlier we switched to radian mode, so you have to switch it back. Remember to switch your calculator back to the degree mode. Okay, so x equal to 6.83 cosine of negative 108.82 degrees. Okay. So just work it out. So 108.82 negative degrees. Take cosine of that, times it by 6.83 equal. Okay, so equal to negative 2.20. Okay, now for the y, you just do the same thing. Okay, so 108.82 degrees negative. Take the sine of that, times it by 6.83 equal, and so this is equal to negative 6.46. And again, you can see it match, right? See, this is negative, so it's negative, negative. Both are negatives. Okay. And therefore, your answer would be negative 2.20 minus 6.46i.